So last class we have discussed about few things like what is Java programming, what is Java programming, its purpose in the real world, its purpose in the real world. So Java is a programming language which is used to develop applications, but applications can be any different types of applications that I will cover today. So just as an example, applications like Amazon, applications like Flipkart, applications like PhonePe, Google Pay, like this, you can develop any type of applications which are going to do some processing of your business generally. Okay, so that type of applications purpose we will be using Java. And in any web application, generally in any application there will be 3 different layers. That's what we have discussed. User interface layer. User interface is something which is loaded into browser. Okay, and the next layer is business logic layer. See, when you look at these layers, you have to look at this layer is the top one, front end. Front end is UI. Behind the scenes, business logic will be there. Means you cannot see the business logic. As an end user means, you are end user for Amazon. As an end user, I can only see UI. But whatever the actions I am performing on UI, it will get executed internally in a business logic. From there, in order to store and retrieve the data, there will be a storage place that is called as database. So total, at a high level, how many layers are there in full stack application development? There are 3 layers. One is user interface layer, second one is business logic layer, third one is database layer. Purpose of user interface layer is a visual appearance of application, and business logic is processing part. Business logic is processing of data. What we enter in UI will be taken into business logic for processing purpose. Purpose of database is storage. You want to store the data permanently in a location, then that is called as database. How it will store and all, I will tell you later, not required. As of now, it is a storage place. Okay, this is what we have discussed in the last class, where you are going to deal with Java full stack application development with 3 different layers. So full stack people will be learning all of these layers, whereas Java students will be learning core and advanced part, where we are going to deal with business logic. So one point I have told you to remember or imagine, that you always have to imagine when you are writing Java program, imagine there is a front end. From that input will come, but we will hard code it. We will supply the input to the business logic without front end. But imagine if there is a front end and you are supplying, and then you write the program. It will be more effective while learning this way. Okay, apart from these technical points, I have also told you about the learning methodology, not in detail, just a high level I told you. What's that I have told you? Whenever you wanted to learn any subject, okay, when you go through the theory concepts, do not read just to remember. Do not read just to remember. Read to understand. So if you understand, you don't have to try separately to remember. How do you understand best? If you want to understand best anything, you need a proper visualization. Okay, properly if you try to visualize, then your brain will remember forever. That's the reason why movies and all you will remember much better than your subjects. Why you will remember movies? There is a visualization. Okay, not only visualization, and you have to get the involvement into it. You have to involve into the subject. Then only you will be able to enjoy it and learn it thoroughly. So yesterday I have asked you, can you tell me those keywords? Do you remember the keywords which we have? Yeah, what are the keywords? Light, idle, water, river, kids, children, paper, boats, butterflies, airplane. You'll remember it forever, you know. So whether something is logical or illogical, no matter. Okay, you just try to make some story out of what you are learning. You will remember it forever. Not today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Interviews, it is very easy. So always focus on keywords from the subject that you are learning. That's what I told you yesterday. general point of view. So let's get into the subject of today's session. Okay, hope everyone able to hear me. And application and different types of application. Yesterday I told you Java is used, it is going to play a key role in the application development. Okay, what are the different types of applications that we see regular in our day-to-day regular life? Okay, the different types of applications. Application, I told you. What is application? Any one of you tell me? Application is? No, I'm not asking about types of application. Yesterday I told you the definition of application. I've already mentioned yesterday. In every class I will ask you questions about the previous session. So before you come down, revise. But so instead of revising, go through the concept and subject, try to visualize it to understand. What is application? What is the definition of application? You should know that by this time. How you are going to define the application? Application contains collection of programs. So instead of a term program, you can even use collection of functionalities. Application is what? Application is set of functional components. I told you with an example also. What is the example I told you? Amazon application. What are the different functional components in Amazon application? Search functional component of search, home screen, search result screen, cart, payment gateway. All these are UI functional components. Internally processing wise, business logic will be there. After you purchase the products, for storing the information, database. There are so many functional components, all together makes an application, right? Now, what are the different types of applications that we come across in our day-to-day life? Different types of applications. You are free to say that. You can say first one, web applications. Okay, so web applications are something which we use as a public domain, mainly public domain applications. Public domain applications means anyone can access. It will be installed on web. Web means internet. It will be available to access on internet. Okay, it's available to access over internet. Anywhere, from anywhere you can access over internet. You have URL, you can access it. I'm not telling you in detail. I'm just giving you high level at the beginning. Okay, so web application is something which you can access anywhere from anywhere as long as you have internet connection. Okay, so apart from web application, what else will be there? Mobile applications. Mobile applications are something which you can access. I mean, like something you are downloading from your Play Store and installing on your phone. These are all mobile applications. Phone Pay, Google Pay. What are these? These are all mobile applications. Do you have a Phone Pay application on the web? I don't think so. You don't have a Google Pay on the web. These are purely mobile applications. Some applications are mobile as well as web. Both are available. Okay. So desktop applications. What is the other one? Desktop application. I'll tell you. Desktop application is something which is installed on specific laptop, specific computer, or you can say laptop. So you can open web browser and type WhatsApp web. Okay, WhatsApp web app. From the browser itself you will access. That time your WhatsApp is going to be web application. Same WhatsApp, you can install WhatsApp Windows desktop application and install on your system. That time WhatsApp is going to act as desktop application. Same WhatsApp you can download from Play Store, install in your phone and access it. That time WhatsApp is going to act as mobile application. Understand clear? Everyone got the difference? Online students, are you following? A response is much required.
Yes.
Okay, you're following, right? Okay. What are the other applications that you know? Any other applications? Mobile web applications, mobile applications, desktop applications, anything else? Embedded applications. What are those? You know it. Okay, if I say, oh, this application I know, you'll say, but are you able to imagine any embedded application? Tell me. Perfect. The applications runs on machines like TV, fridge, AC, washing machine. These are all what? Embedded application. Mostly for embedded applications, C language, C++ will be used. Java pretty less, but even Java also you can use to develop embedded applications. But mostly in the market, what we see is mostly C language they will use embedded applications. Any other applications that you have? That you know, web applications, mobile applications, desktop applications, embedded applications. Okay, even some other additional. You don't have to try hard to remember all this. No, don't remember all this. Remember only WhatsApp. WhatsApp on internet, web application. WhatsApp installed on your laptop, desktop application. WhatsApp accessing installed from Play Store to your mobile application. Embedded application, you remember TV, that's pretty much fair enough. Okay, don't buy hard anything. For everything, you just try to imagine something what you see in your real world. You don't have to buy hard to know about application types. Once application types means WhatsApp on multiple devices. Okay, and TV enough, or washing machine, fridge, anything is enough, so that you can easily answer all of that. Okay, clear everyone? మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? మీ పేరు శేఖర్, అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? Okay, done. So see, using Java we can develop different types of applications. See, by the way how you access applications. Okay, see, by network accessing, applications can be divided into two types. Can anyone of you tell me? Internet applications. Second one, intranet applications. What is that? Intranet applications. Okay, so internet means, you know, right? Internet means public domain applications. Facebook, Amazon, Flipkart, you see many things like this. These are all public domain. Now coming to intranet applications. Intra means internal, within the network. Within one network only that application will be accessible, but not outside the network. See, many organizations, they will have so many applications. Those applications will be accessible within their network only, outside it will not be accessible. Can you tell me any of that such applications which cannot be accessed outside but only be accessed within the network of that particular organization? Any such applications? That particular organization network range only it will be accessible. That's okay, that's embedded. So you know bank applications, right? So you go and deposit money. Banker will open one application to enter the amount and to post the money. Have you ever accessed that application? So take that URL and type it in the public domain from our internet. It won't be accessible. Only from banking machines, they will connect to one network. Their machines will connect to one network boundaries. Within that network boundaries, simply employees of organization only can access. Employees of organizations like banking, okay, insurance applications, some insurance applications, some loan applications. Okay, these are all applications accessed by employees of organization. Even if I want to make it even simple, for example, if I have a server here and if I install server on Java on server and I asked all of you to connect to that, when you connect to our network, then only you'll be able to access that application. When you connect to Harsha Trainings network, then only that server will be accessible. That's how it will be designed. So within the Harsha Trainings network, anywhere you can access, but outside Harsha Trainings network, you cannot access the application. So the type of applications are called as intranet applications. What are those? Intranet applications. Programming languages, types of programming languages, I will discuss later, not now. Okay, but let's get into the concepts. You got an idea about what are the different types of applications, right? So you can develop applications like desktop, mobile, web, as well as embedded applications using Java, and based on the accessibility, how you install the application for its range and all. Internet applications, intranet. Java applications can be accessed over internet. That's where the actual revolution has come with Java. Okay, and intranet applications are something you restrict your application to be accessible within the network of the organization. Okay, So next, what are the features of Java? Java programming language. Java programming language features. So do you know any of the features of Java programming language? First one, you can easily say that you'll be hearing about the Java every time. What's that feature? Just think about it. You might be hearing about Java. When you say Java, that's the first thing you hear. What is that? Someone already told. Oops. Java is object oriented programming language. So object oriented means, I'm not going to go in detail what is object and all. See, everything that is getting processed in Java, will be processed, or you say constructed as objects. If you, as of now, I will tell you what is an object in future. Okay, when we go to object oriented programming, I'll tell you. First, we will not start object oriented directly. If you ask me what is an object, simply to tell you, generally an object is something which you see in your day-to-day life. Anything that you see is an object. So what is an object? My laptop is an object. AC is an object. TV is an object. You are an object actually. So object will have certain type of attributes and certain type of functional behavior. Okay, attributes, functional components will be there. Overall, it will have some behavior and all. So that I will tell you in detail later. As of now, Java is object-oriented programming language. That's one of the feature. You don't by heart, just read it and leave it. When you go to object-oriented programming language, you don't have to read it. You will automatically remember it. Okay. And Java is platform independent. What is that? First of all, what is meant by platform? Platform means operating system. For us to better understand, platform means what? Operating system. See, if you are going to write a Java program, the program which you have written on Windows operating system and you execute it. Okay, so you don't have to write the same program again in some other different operating system for the compatibility. No need. You can directly use the same program of its class file and execute on the other operating system. Other operating system can be Mac OS or anything. For that, Java virtual machine will be there. I'm not going in detail. I'll tell you virtual machine, all the diagrammatically I'll explain you. For now, I am giving you just an idea of what are the features. Java is platform independent. Simply for our understanding, so Java program written and executed, compiled, written, executed, compiled, I will use later, executed on one operating system can run on any other operating system, actually without recompiling. That's the point. But compiling and all you don't understand now. Without recompiling. Okay, so I will tell you about compiling after some time. After a few minutes we will experience it practically. Okay, I will show you that .class file and then I can even much better explain. So suppose if I am going to run the program here, same program I can run anywhere on any operating system. I can run Java programs because of its features and all. I will tell you that. Okay, so next one, third one, Java is what's that I can say, platform independent. And Java, the other features of Java, it's like garbage collection. Okay, garbage collection means, see, whenever you are running the program, so you are going to create so many things. In between. Everything that you have created, you must destroy it. Actually, you created it, you used it. After usage, you have to destroy. For example, you created one object. You did not destroy it. What will happen? That object will retain in the memory. See, you might be thinking one object leaving in the memory, it is not going to make any problem. But when there are trillions of transactions running, let's take an example of stock market. In a stock market, millions of transactions will be executed every day, right? One program will be running, executed for millions of transactions. For every transaction, if you are leaving one object with data in the memory, how much memory will be consumed? So a lot of memory will be consumed, right? As a result, your application will slow down. One application, what happens to our application? It will go slow after some time. You create, use, you leave it without deleting. You leave it without deleting. That is going to create a problem when your application is a large enterprise system. Okay, because of space that is being occupied and all, it will be, your application will be slowing down. So create, use, destroy. Okay, create, use, destroy. Okay, now, so create anything and use, and then you're going to destroy it. What if you forget to destroy? What if you forget to destroy? Java will automatically do that destroying when it is not being used. Okay, so Java automatically destroys unused objects. This is called garbage collection. What do you mean by garbage? Garbage means which is something waste. When you call it as a waste, suppose I have something in my home, I call it as this is the waste material in my home. When you call it as a waste material, you are not using it. As long as you are not using up to some extent, that will become a waste material, right? So that has to be collected and thrown away. Okay, then only space will be created, right? Same concept. Understand? Same way, whatever you create, use it. For your knowledge, you destroy it. Certain cases in large applications, when many developers are parallelly working, okay, it is possible few things you'll forget to do, but later testers will find out, but still there will be something that is going to get missed. Possibility is there. That will be automatically collected after some time as a garbage collection. Java will automatically destroy it. Understand? Clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear? So far, everyone clear? Any doubts or any questions in this? Online students, everyone should respond on the charting window. Don't simply sit, please. Okay. Now here you go. Multi-threading. What is that? Okay. When you hear, leave about multi, when you hear about thread, what comes into your mind? So suppose if I say thread, what is it coming into your mind? No. I'm just asking in your day-to-day life, man. In our day-to-day life, when I use the word thread, what's coming into your mind? So anything, any thread. So in your real life, we see so many threads, right? That should come into your mind. Okay, swing, whatever it is, thread. The thread which we use for swing, rope, like these are all threads. Single thread. Multi-thread means? Multi-thread means? So many are there. See, you perform a transaction, right? Perform a transaction. We go to ATM. When we go to ATM, we will insert ATM card. The moment you insert ATM card, it will ask you the details and collect the details, PIN number, card number, PIN number, and then amount that you want to withdraw. All this, you withdraw money. You have begun doing something, some work. You have begun doing some work. That work has been completed at some point in time. You got the money. Beginning to ending, you performed so many tasks, right? What are the tasks you have performed? So just tell me, what are the different tasks that you perform when you go to ATM? Okay, while withdraw money. While withdraw money, different tasks, tell me. First, insert the card. Okay, that will be read by the system. System will read the card. Next, select the type of the account. Next, enter the PIN number for validation purpose. Okay, maybe this step or next step somewhere. Just order is not such mandatory. Next, how much amount you want to withdraw. So the moment you enter how much amount to withdraw, what does the system will do? No. 7. You entered, I want to withdraw 10,000. Okay, from my account. What does the system will do now? Is it going to give you 10,000 straight away? The amount you entered will be verified against the balance amount in your account. This is also one task which you are not realizing actually. Internally, system is performing this task. Yes or no? That is also one task. No? After verification is successful, okay, amount is there, it will give you. Otherwise, it will say no sufficient funds. So let's say it has given money, money has been dispensed, your transaction is completed. Overall processing is there, no? For this processing, you need to write the logic, right? First, ask the input from the customer. Okay, enter your PIN number. Okay, select the savings account type of the account. That is second input. Third input, enter the amount. Internally, system will validate. These are all different parts of the program, different tasks that are being executed in the program. Overall, one single transaction is called as one thread. Is called as one thread. So generally, a program that you write, you can execute it. You will execute, you will enter the data and all. Okay, this is on your machine you are doing. Take that program and install on server. Install on server. Public domain, like Amazon. In Amazon application, at a time, how many people can purchase the product? A number of people, right? A number of people can purchase the product, right? 100 people logged in Amazon. They started purchasing the product, and product purchase sales. Product sales transaction will run, right? For every one product sales transaction, code will be same or different? Same code will be executed or different code? Different or same? I'm asking same code or same program will get invoked for everyone or when you try to withdraw money in ATM, like you, so many people across the India trying to withdraw money from the respective bank. Same program will run for everyone. Same program getting invoked by multiple people and execute. It will execute as a single program or different multiple programs. Just imagine. So for everyone as a one program it will run, or for 100 people as 100 programs it will run. Just imagine. What I said is one program only will be invoked. Each one will go and invoke the same program, but during the execution time, it will run as only one program, or one will become 100 and run 100 programs. Just you don't need to have technical knowledge for this. Imagine what could be the possible best way. See, if it is only one program, as one program only, if it executes, after first execution completed, second should come. After second is completed, third should come in a queue. After third is completed, fourth should come in a queue. Yes or no? The overall program execution will be divided as 100 transactions. 100 transactions will parallelly run. Is there any restriction that you and me should not do the transaction at a time in Amazon or ATM? You stand there, I stand here, two different ATMs of same bank. We do at a time, it will be working out. Means we have done our transactions parallelly. But for you and me, same program executed, one program, for your better understanding, I'm saying, divided into two programs. Physically one program, logically two. Physically one program, logically at runtime, two programs execution. Understand? Same, parallelly getting executed. This is called parallel processing. For that, each transaction that you are executing is called as one thread. Each transaction you are executing is called as one thread. Multi-threading means what? Multiple threads at a time will run. It means multiple transactions at a time parallelly can be processed. This feature can be implemented in Java. Okay. In real world, it's not that only one person will be running the program. Definitely in real world, how many people will run? N number of people will be running, right? At a time, invoking the program. Program only one program on the server, but N number of requests will come and hit the program. Yes or no? So it will create a number of different instances actually, I'll tell you. So parallel transaction, okay. Multiple transactions getting processed parallelly. That's called multi-threading. Okay. Multi-threading means multiple transactions getting processed parallelly. This type of feature can be implemented. Multi-threading feature can be implemented by Java program. So Java is object-oriented. It's a platform-independent. Garbage collection is available. Automatic garbage collection. This is also called as automatic entity memory management. Automatic memory management. That's what, right? Garbage collection means what? When you collect the garbage from your home, what will be created? Space will be created in your home, additional space. Yes or no? So space is called memory. In the memory we have storage, right? Space. Automatic memory management. Memory will be managed automatically to create some space by collecting the garbage. Okay, unused objects. Understand? Clear, everyone? Online students, so far clear? Any doubts or any questions? I am not telling you anything how, because you don't know, you are a beginner. Okay, so we'll be learning how later. Okay, but at least we need to understand. For our imagination, we should be able to imagine to understand what is it. Okay, little bit. Everyone clear? Online students, any doubts or any questions? Clear. Thank you. Thank you. And what else is there? Portability. What do you mean by portable? Generally, what is your understanding about portability? 3, 4, 5. Portability. Portable and platform independent sound similar, but not. Portability. Port. What is meant by port? You know porter. Have you ever heard porter means? Who is porter? Porter means in railway you find some coolies, railway coolies. Okay, they are called porter. They are called porter. Your courier service is a porter. Okay, so that's why you need to understand English language in real life. Then it is easy to understand the technology. Porting means you are going to take it from one place and shift it to another place. Your Rapido will act as that. Okay, so portability means Java applications can be moved from one platform to another platform easily. Another platform easily portable. Okay, that's the meaning of port. Porting means transferring from one place to another place, taking it from one place to another place. Okay, so even a few other are there, but that's not required for now. Okay, Java is object oriented and all we have discussed, and even the features are there, like inheritance is there. Okay, and polymorphism, like that, but we will see later when we come across with object oriented. I will in detail tell you all those. Okay, so that's what generally I have told you. I have given you some idea and information about the features of Java. Okay, and different types of applications that we can develop using Java. And further, so how do you set up your machine to install Java and work on it? Okay, so if you want to do it now, you can do it right away. Otherwise, you want to do it later, you can do it later. So I created a document. Did I create, or should I'll create a document now. Okay, so did you all install Java, or you are yet to install? Okay, so you go to Google. Okay, Oracle website is there. Java, download Java. Simply you type something like this, or download Java. Simply any text you type in the Google, definitely you'll get the Oracle website link. Okay, I'll make a document separately. Just give me 1 minute. It got stuck. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Java software downloading and installation. Okay, so we're going to download standard edition, not the enterprise edition. Enterprise edition is not required now. Standard edition, Java standard edition. We go with 17. Okay, what is that? 17 will have a long-term support, and it supports even advanced things. 18, 19 are there, but okay, 7. So just go to Google. So who developed Java at the very beginning? I did not tell you the history. James Gosling is the person who has developed Java at Sun Microsystems. That and all you don't have to buy hard to remember. Just to know and leave it. Okay, just we should know the creator, right? At least when we are learning it. Okay, James Gosling, that is the person who has developed Java. He is one of the team member, main person. Sun Microsystems is the owner. Okay, but today it has been acquired by Oracle. Not today, some years back. So now Oracle is the owner of Java. They will be developing the Java product. Okay. So go here and then click on first link. First link. So when you click on first link, I'm going to save this. Hold on. Okay, click on first link. I'm sorry. Where is it? So when you click on first link, you can see here Java downloads. This is the page that will get opened. Okay, I'll share you this document. No worries. Okay. So when you come here, so here you go to Java JDK 17. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Java, what is meant by kit? You know cricket kit? What will be there in cricket kit? All the required material for the cricket. Java Development Kit means all the required components for development of Java is available in Java Development Kit. That's it. Okay. So JDK, click on JDK 17 we will be taking. Click on JDK 17 for long-term support. This has long-term support. And here you are installing on Linux, go with these links. You're installing on Mac OS, then go with these links. You're installing on Windows, go with these links. So then where do you click on? Click on Windows. Click on Windows. Windows you click on. So when you click on Windows, you can see here compressed archive. Compressed archive means zip file. Download the zip file, extract the zip file, you'll find exe file and then run it. Instead of that, better you download directly installer file. So download, click on the download installer file. Download installer file. Understand clear everyone? You click on this, it will be downloaded now. It will get Windows. Don't go to Mac and Linux. You are using Mac, then that's okay. Okay, once it is downloaded, completed. Why it is doing so much scanning from Oracle website also? Okay, open the downloaded one. Open the download folder. See, you would have downloaded somewhere. In my PC it is downloads. In your PC it can be anything. Usually for everyone I think it is downloads. Do what? Now what should I do? No need to extract. I did not download archive file. If you have downloaded first link, then you have to extract it. But this is direct installation file. So double click on the file to start Java installation. To start Java installation. Where it will get installed and all I will tell you. So double click on this file. Okay, when you double click on this file, it will start installation. I have already installed on my machine. I have already installed on my machine, which I will show you. So, right, it is taking time. So software already been installed, but you like to reinstall. I'll say yes. Okay, let it be installed. What is there in that? Okay, let it get installed. Okay, you will get something like this, no? Okay, click on what you are going to do. Just click on next, nothing else to do. Do what? Click on next again, and then installation will begin. It is a simple process. I hope all of you are aware of how to install some softwares, right? So there's nothing technical here. You just need to double click and whatever you see, next and proceed, and then close. Successfully install. You don't have to go to any documentation and all. We don't need it. Close it. Do what? Close. Java is installed. Java is installed on your machine. Okay. So now you go to C drive. Go where? Go to C drive on your laptop. I'll go to C drive. C drive. Program files. Java JDK bin. This is the place. Java JDK bin. So go to C drive and then program files. What is that? Java Development Kit 17. This is what we are looking for, bin folder. Okay, this is where Java is installed. Okay, Java is installed in your C drive program files, simply speak. So in C drive program files, Java is installed. Installed Java you can find there. you can find Java that is installed in the program files. This is the path. See, after Java is installed, you cannot straight away use it. Okay, I'll tell you the reasons later, but I have to give you just the steps how to complete the setup. So now we need to set up the path. In the environment variables. Okay, set up the path just by adding it in the environment. Set up the path by adding in the environment variables. So that's the additional step that you have to do. That's the additional steps. How do you go to environment variables? Just click on this environment variables, edit environment variables. Click on this. Okay, just type it and then click on it. So you will get this pop-up window. So click on environment variables. So just click on environment variables. So now I can show you above or below here. This one is there, no? Okay, here you are going, oh, not this one, path, this one. What is that? Path. Click on path. So once you click on path, you should mention the Java path. See, I have already added actually. See, program files Java JDK 17 bin. Once you add this, see, I'll simply tell you. You have installed Java. You are running Java with the help of your operating system. Your operating system should know about the location where it should start the execution of Java. Yes or no? You are running it on your operating system, right? You install Java on your PC. It is installed on C, program files, Java is installed, Java development kit is there. In that bin is the folder which will have all the required components. Your laptop, I mean like your operating system should understand what is the location of the executable components of Java which will help me to run the Java program. Java program I am running. When I am running Java program, for running the program, I need helping components. No? Where do I have helping components? That path you give me, that's what operating system will ask you. You have to give it. Suppose you did not give the path. Create a Java program and run it. It will throw you an error message saying that path not identified. Path not identified. Means Java is there, okay. But for operating system, it doesn't know where to take the helping components from. It should take the helping components. I'll tell you. See, what is your understanding about Java? How do you look at? When I say Java software, what comes into your mind? How are you looking at Java software? Is it again a software product? Java software is also, it's a product. It is also a software. It is a software to develop other softwares by writing programs. Yes or no? Java is a software which is used to create other software products. How? By writing the programs, right? Okay. See, when you write a program, your program will run, right? Will be executed, right? So you have a car. How the car will move forward? What is the core component that is needed? What is the core component of a car? Engine. What is the core component? Engine. What is the core component of your laptop? 10th class. CPU. Central Processing Unit. Yes or no? So for everything, then what is the core component of human being? For everything, there will be one engine for sure. Yes or no? Engine is responsible for driving. Yes or no? Mainly for running the system, engine is needed. Java software product is executable, right? You are executing something and you're doing something. For that, we need an engine. No? That's called compiler generally. Initially, it is called compiler part. So everything you run will go through compiler. Compiler is responsible for checking whether you are doing everything correct or not everything. Compiler is not working, nothing will work out. Okay. So that core engine and all already been developed, right? These are all, there will be different components. Libraries will be there, compiler will be there, interpreter will be there. So many things will be, Java virtual machine, all this, everything will be there. I will tell you in detail with diagrams, but Java product, software product has some components. Where? Tell me, where should I take those components? You are executing Java program on me. You install Java on me and you are executing Java program on me. That's what operating system says. You're executing okay. But tell me, where is the path of that components? I have to take the help of that software components to run that particular programs, right? What is the path of that? So that you need to add here. Understand clear, everyone? For all of you don't see this, what you need to do is you just need to click on new. What you do? Click on new. After you click on new, okay, let me take it, copy this and paste it somewhere here. Okay, so click on new, it will be adding something. So what you will do, you paste it. For me, it is a second entry. Okay, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it. So after you click on new, what will happen? You know, this one, you paste this one. So add that path which you have copied, from where you have copied. C drive, program files, Java JDK 17 bin. That is what you have copied, right? That one. But do not forget to enter, to type semicolon at the end. Semicolon at the end. Understand clear? So when you are writing path is completed. Java program also will use semicolon. For every line ending, semicolon is must. Line ending, how Java knows? Semicolon. So same way path also you need to mention at the end, semicolon. So, and then say okay, your system is ready. System is ready. Say okay and close everything. All this. Where is it? Say okay. Everything is closed. We are good. Okay, so we are good now. See, how do you write the Java programs? Where do you write the Java program? How do you run the Java program? How do you execute the Java program? There are different places you can talk. Let me tell you here. Components of Java program, I'll tell you that. Simple Java program. Class path, this one. So what are, okay, I'll tell you. So if you want to write a program, you definitely need an editor. Suppose if I tell you, please write down this requirement, I told you, you start writing. Where do you write? You will be writing on a notebook. That notebook is called editor. Without notebook, is it possible? It is not possible without notebook to write. Otherwise, at least you have to write on computer. On computer also, you'll open Notepad, you'll open Word document, something. Some editor is required in order to draft it. Yes or no? So that's called file. So what are different editors? What are different editors available? Editors available to write Java, to write and run Java programs. Tell me, what are the editors you know? Notepad or Notepad++ with the command prompt. We will be taking the help of command prompt. Second one. Tell me, what's the other one? So this Java path, refer to Word document. So Word document I'll upload. Okay. So after Notepad, what else you can use? Eclipse you can use. What are the different IDEs available other than Eclipse? Huh? Which one? Node, I'm not pretty much sure about it. NetBeans. So many are there actually. So many. See, in enterprise, they might be using Eclipse or they might be using NetBeans or even different editors. It's not so important what editor you are using. You can learn it in 1 or 2 days. Once you get to know about Eclipse, other editors you can easily learn. Okay, that's not a big deal. Visual Studio Code, there are so many. As a beginner, we'll start with Notepad for very few days with command prompt. Then we'll wind up that. We start immediately with Eclipse. So Eclipse is most widely being used usually in the market. Okay, in the enterprise application development, Eclipse will be most widely being used product to as an editor, compiler, everything it will do. Okay, so we will be using Notepad to write the Java program. Okay, so you are going to write the Java programs where we are going to start with a simple example, simple Java program. Okay, after writing program, I will tell you what are the different components available in the program. How to execute and all also I will tell you later. Okay. If you want to write a simple program, the Java program structure, simple Java program and its structure. Here itself I can include and its structure. Okay, its structure will be like this: class, okay, class, and you have to give the name of the class. Name of class. There should be a name for it, and open curling brace, closed curling brace. So here public static void main string args, okay, and again open brace curling. Here you write attributes. What is that? Attributes, okay, and methods. Sorry, and logic. I can say logic or code. Logic or code lines, okay, and you can say methods actually. Other methods or whatever it is, no problem. Okay, attributes and all I will tell you. This is a simple Java program structure. So you need to follow a proper syntax while writing the Java programs. See, it's mandatory that a Java program must have main method. You don't know what is a method. You don't know what is a class. You don't know what is an attribute. You don't know what is a method or code something. Okay, I will be telling all of them. See, when you are writing program, we'll not write the way we want. I already told you yesterday. There will be some predefined structure that must be followed. That must be followed. Every developer should follow. Naming conventions also I will tell you. Naming conventions also I will explain you and I will tell you what is the naming convention that you have to follow. So see, in a Java, whenever you are writing a program, you have to write your program and build your program or structure your program as a class. As a class. You want to tell you what is a class? So components of Java program, basic components. First one, class is a component. Class is one. Second one, main method. Main method, that is another component. Third one, attributes. What is that? Attributes. It's optional as per your requirement. This is optional. Main class should be there. Main method must be there. Attributes, and then methods, other methods. These are also optional. These are also optional, and it's nothing but your code. Methods means your blocks of code that I will tell you later. Okay, so these are the main components, minimum basic components that are needed while you are writing a Java program. Okay, class should be there, main method must be there, attributes you may have, and methods you may have. Simple print statement is also okay, that I will tell you. Okay, so these are the components of Java program. So now I am going to explain you what is a class. What is a class? See, class is an executable component. Class is, okay, I'll tell you this way. Class is a unit structure which will accept a specific input. These are all just generalized definitions. Okay, so class is blueprint of object, that and all I'll tell you later. Okay, but as of now, class is a unit structure which will accept specific input and comma, process it and generates a specific output. Okay, what is input? Input is something which you provide, output is something which you get. Input is food, output is energy. Okay, we are class. Food you take intake as an input, it will be processed by your digestive system. Okay, what is the output of that? Energy will be the output of. So okay, so class is a unit structure which will accept some specific input, process it and generates a specific output. Okay, let me tell you an example. So what are the different examples of classes? Example, okay, just understand, like human is the example of this one. What is input here? Input is equal to food. Input is equal to food. Okay, and processed by digestive system. What is the output? Output is equal to energy. Energy will be the output. Understand? So we ourselves is an example of class. See, simply speaking, everything that you see in this world is a class. Class is a unit structure. When I say unit structure means it's collectively different functional components together. Okay, I'll tell you. See, you take laptop. You take laptop is a class. Laptop is a class. Okay. Now, inside laptop, what are the different functional components available? What are the different functional components available? RAM, CPU, bus, what else? Hard disk, all of this, right? You take, okay, when all these together, you are not going to use it independently, individually, right? You will pack all this together. You will pack all this together as a laptop. When you call it, you will not call it as motherboard, or you will not call it as RAM, you will not call it as CPU. You will call it as laptop only overall. This laptop is a class. Okay. So now class is collection of attributes plus functional components. I will tell you what is attribute, functional components. So class contains so many functional components. Example is laptop again. Example, I have already told you home and body. And another example is laptop. What are the functional components? Functional components. In functional components. What are the functional components? CPU, RAM, hard disk, motherboard, etc. So many are there. See, when all these are working together, then only your class will have a specific behavior. Okay, it will produce, class will produce a specific behavior when all these different functional components works together. Okay, so all these different functional components works together to produce a specific output behavior of person. Person is walking. Okay, that's one sort of behavior, right? So you are overall a class. Person is overall a class. He has a behavior. He is listening, he is walking, he is dancing and all this is because of you are providing an input of food and it is processed and it is being converted into energy. As a result, you have a behavior. Yes or no? So laptop, you are providing some input commands. It is processing it and generating output. You are double clicking on a file, MP3 file. What is the output that it is generating? That MP3 file will be submitted as input to the system, CPU, that will be processed in the CPU. It will play the sound. It will play the sound. That is output. So everything that you see in our real life is a class. Take an example of car. So what are the functional components? Engine, gearbox, steering, etc. So many are there. All these are working together, then only it will have a proper behavior. You take engine separately outside. Does it have any meaning properly? There's no proper meaning. So that's why. Okay, I forgot to tell you in the features, encapsulation. What is the feature of Java? In the object-oriented programming, it will come. Okay, anyhow, no problem. So here you go now. So everything that you see in this world, definitely it is a packed one. Without packing, it doesn't have any proper behavior. It doesn't have any proper behavior. Multiple functional components should be packed together to construct some unit structure that will have a proper behavior, that will take the input, that will process it, that will generate the output. It will have a behavior. So the programs that you write in Java must be written inside class. The programs that we write in Java must be written inside class. So the programs that we write in Java must be written or enclosed in a class. That's the reason why we have class. Class is an enclosed unit structure of different functional components that you implement. All the functional components are programs that you are writing. So if you remove class, you write so many functional components without enclosing or packaging, there is no meaning at all. Without packaging of all this motherboard, CPU, all this, is there any meaning of laptop? I will dismantle everything and keep it separately. Are you going to call it as laptop? Is it going to produce any behavior? No, I'll dismantle the entire car parts and make it separately available. Is it going to produce any behavior? No. These functional components should work together. Should work together. Okay. One functional component does something, process it to the next level. It will take the next level component, process it. That's how all are collectively working together. So you write 100 programs within a class, program 1, program 2, program 3, like that. So many different blocks of code you are writing. All these works together in order to finish your task, entire task. Understand? So that's how any code that you are writing in Java must be enclosed in class. So that's the building block of Java. Everyone clear with this point? Any doubts or any questions? Every one of you, do you have any questions or any doubts? So what did we discuss so far from the beginning today? So today, as a glance and information, I have told you about application and different types of applications, and network wise, what are the different types of applications, accessibility, network accessibility wise, and at a high level, features of Java program. And there we started installation of Java. Simple, I have taken the screenshots. Okay, this I will give you. Okay, how to start working on that tomorrow I'll tell you. Okay, so installation of Java, and then I am trying to tell you the simple Java program structure, where we are discussing about the main building block, fundamental building block of Java, that is called as class. What is the example of class? Everything. You are the example of class. You are the example of class. Many functional components, many components that are there in our body, all these are going to work coordinatively, function coordinatively. Coordination is not there. It's not possible. There is no behavior for the class. Okay, like whatever you write inside class. You put it inside class. That's an enclosed unit structure. Without that, there is no meaning. It's a cover. Without cover, suppose you take a tablet. It's a composition of so many chemical components. No, you take out that coating cover, all the chemical components take it, means separately. You cannot name it. You cannot name it. You cannot name it. Multiple chemical components together, you are naming it as one tablet, Dolo 650, something like that. Whatever, I don't know about all those things, but something. Okay, so that's how you will be dealing with what when you are working on Java. Mainly, what is that? When you are writing programs, what are you going to deal with? You're going to deal with class. There you start. Clear, everyone? If you have any doubts or any questions, you can ask me. So remaining things I'll be taking tomorrow. It will take time, but initially I cannot give you so much of information. February 22, 2024. That's tomorrow. If you have any questions or any doubts, any general questions or questions related to this, you can ask me now. I'm waiting for you. So are you finding everything good? Are you able to follow, to understand it, or any problem? It's clear? Okay. Now let me ask you something. When you are learning, how do you learn Java? For every concept you are learning, take one real life example. For every concept you are learning, take one real life example. Like for a class we have taken, no, garbage collection we have taken, no? Like that you take one real life example. Remember the real life example with a keyword, with the keywords. That's it. You will be mastering the subject. You don't have to separately try to by heart or remember. That's why I'm telling you, never by heart that features and all. Once we start using it, automatically you'll remember in a sequential order. But just go through it. Just go through it. Understand? Attributes. Okay, let me tell you about the attribute. Okay, let me tell you about attributes. Class is collection of attributes plus functional components, right? Let me finish about attribute. Okay, so what is an attribute? See, car is there. Functional components I told you, engine and all. What are the attributes? Attributes will control the functional components. Entire class behavior will be controlled by attributes. Okay, so attribute in the Java language, it's called a variable, but okay, attribute means It holds a value. It holds a value which controls the processing of functional components
Harsha, we are not able to hear you.
So where was the voice lost? At what point it was lost? Attributes, or you're hearing the attributes?
From attributes, sir.
Attributes. Let me repeat. So what is an attribute? Attribute holds a value which controls the processing of functional components and entire class. I was telling you the example. What I was telling is, you take a car as a whole class. It has so many functional components. Gear number 5 means car will be moving faster. It controls the behavior. Car can go fast. Gear number 2 means it will go slow. You cannot, even if you are accelerating it, it will not go. So the behavior of the functional components as well as the behavior of entire system will be controlled by attributes. So that's what I was telling with respect to human body. Human body is a class. So many functional components are there inside. So all these will function based on some attribute values. That is BP, high BP, low BP. Numbers will be there. I'm not pretty much sure. So based on the number of the BP, person is going to stand or person is going to fall down. It decided by attribute value. Platelet count is too much, platelet count is too less. That decides whether the person is going to have some problem or not, right? So attributes will control the entire system. Without attributes, you cannot imagine. Without attributes, you cannot imagine. Simply to tell you, RAM on your laptop, RAM 8 GB, RAM is 8 GB. Processing will be little bit okay. RAM 16 GB you take, it will process faster. 32 GB you take RAM, then super speed you will see. So that attribute value is controlling the behavior of the functional component as well as entire system. That's called attributes. Okay, so you have attributes actually. So I can tell you the color of the car, all those are attributes, but that is not the way to tell attributes. You need to understand attribute is not just like a color of the car, height of a person. These are also attributes. Okay, the reality of attribute is going to control. Purpose of attribute is it decides, it controls how it should be decided. Function. I'll take a credit card, I'll swipe the credit card. My credit limit is 1 lakh. I am swiping for 1,50,000. Now it will tell the system, don't process this, stop it and tell him insufficient funds, limit exceeded. Same system, when I swipe 2 lakh rupees of credit card to pay 1,50,000, it will accept and process in a different way or not. Overall behavior is controlled by attributes only. Without attributes, no system will exist. Okay. So your TV color and all will be decided by 4K, HD, full HD, some other parameters, 8K, like that. These are all attributes that will decide the functionality of a component, and overall behavior will be controlled. So class is collection of attributes and functional components. Those are called as methods in Java. Functional components are called as methods. I'll tell you methods later. Okay. So are you clear now? Every one of you, are you clear? So today overall, what did you learn? Frankly speaking, you learn class, attribute, functional component. That's it. That's the main key learning point for you today. These features, all this you can leave it. Just give a glance, leave it, automatically reside in your mind as you go on 2 to 3 times with imagination. Don't never try to by heart. Okay. So are you clear? Any doubts or any questions in today's session? Everyone clear? So many of you have responded, unable to hear. Now also please respond. No questions, no doubts. Okay. If you're good to go ahead, for today we can wind up, and tomorrow I'll take up writing a simple Java program, its execution. There I will start explaining you compilation, interpretation, and we will start getting into technical part. This class is also little bit of technical. I did not use too much technical terminology, little bit technical we have entered. Okay. So I will tell you architecture, JVM, all that I will tell you, but I'll not, as everyone else taking all that at the beginning of the classes, I'll not take it. We will experience, and then we'll go back and realize to understand the processing mechanism. First experience, then see what is happening in the backend, behind the scenes. Understand? That's what I'll not explain first and then give you experience. I'll give you experience, go back and see what is happening. That's a different way of learning. Okay. Okay. So what will happen is this video will be uploaded to YouTube, and this document we are going to add it into this one, full stack Java. There is a Google Classroom. You are receiving message on broadcast. I mean, like, we have added you into broadcast, so you are daily getting a message. Just before the class session will begin in 5 minutes, you got the test WhatsApp message. You will receive a WhatsApp message today with this Google Classroom link, code or link. Clicking on that, it will ask you to verify and get in. Once you get in, if you go to your classroom, you will see full stack Java added like this in your Google Classroom. You know how to go to Google Classroom? Go to your Gmail, click on these dots and Classroom. Somewhere it should be available in the list. So where I can place the documents and all. So your documents will be added like this. Today I am adding document Java class February 21, 2024. Okay, what you will do, I will tell you. See here, browse. Class running nodes is there, no? Class running nodes is this one. Okay, and next installation document is there, no? Where is it? Where did I save the document? Okay, give me a minute. Not very much sure where I have saved it, but I'll save as Java installation guide, Java core. See. Okay, now you go back here. Okay, this installation guide. Okay, when you go through class notes with today's date, you'll understand what has happened and all. Okay, everyone clear? And features also, I think for today it is class notes is pretty much fair enough to go through, and this installation software is pretty much fair enough. Okay, guide. So all of you, please set up your machine with Java and set up the path. Once you are ready, tomorrow I'll tell you how to access and use it. Clear, everyone? Every one of you, are you clear? So once you come to Google Classroom, click on that, you will see post like this. Yesterday's running notes and today's running notes. What you'll do is open this one in your machine. On the right hand side, you'll see 3 dots. No, click on that, open in new window, open in new window, and thereafter you click on download icon. Documents you can download, video you cannot download. Video link my team will post after some time. Okay, download same way with the date you create some folders. Every day Java folder, Java classes, one folder you create in your laptop. Inside that, yesterday's date. Okay, open yesterday's document, open yesterday's document, download, place in that folder. Oh, done. Come out, second folder. So today's documents, 2 documents are download, open in new window, download, place there, read on your laptop. Don't read from this one directly. Okay, you don't have to do that. You have download option for the documents, so that documents will be there with you forever. This is a demo classroom. Actually, this is not for everyone. Once enrollment is completed, no, we will create another Google Classroom. We will dump all this there, and that classroom we will start adding the documents and all. Videos will be that time uploaded to Drive and separately given access to you, private access. Okay, this will be running for 4 to 5 days. But meanwhile, you join here. Understand? Everyone clear with this? My team will send you the link. No worries. But watch that. What's that? Everyone clear? Online students. So I'm going to close the meeting. Thank you for joining, everyone. Tomorrow also same meeting link. Please be on time. I think today everyone has come on time, except 1 or 2. Please be available 5 minutes before. 5 o'clock I started today. I did not wait for anyone. Online students also. Remember this. I did not wait for anyone. 5 o'clock I have started. I will start 5 o'clock. 5 minutes before, please be available in the meeting. I have opened the meeting 20 minutes before. And I'm waiting for you since past 10 minutes to the class start time. Okay. Clear, everyone? Oh, thank you for joining. I'm going to wind up. Thank you.